will result in a degraded position tomorrow. For you, for your family, for your principles, for your beliefs, for everything around you, for your system, for Bitcoin, for whatever. The game feels too good to leave. Most people right now, if they have a soft bed, hot meals, the endlessly scrolling dopamine drip, and for some in the room, a 1 minute candlestick chart, they don't want to leave their house.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. Of course, guys, we have options today, but on the weekend, we are the only game in town. And the stock market, we have the Dow slightly up. We have the NASDAQ pulling back. Now, we have Coinbase says that Bitcoin spot ETF is already priced in. Guys, don't forget, we already have several spot Bitcoin ETFs across the globe. Now, of course, if we get the spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States, Grayscale has billions to convert, and we're going to go over that later. But a spot Bitcoin ETF helps take out the volatility. Now, we have United States Chinese Bitcoin miners draw national security concerns. And guys, we know this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. China doesn't want Bitcoin mining in the country, but it's okay to do it in the United States. Guys, that makes no sense whatsoever. And when they did have Bitcoin mining in the country, nobody talks about all the Bitcoin that China holds. And then we have Microsoft on top of that reported the issue for the Wyoming site, says that it was too close to a data center and a nuclear missile base. Now, guys, who would even allow them to have property close to these facilities unless it was part of the plan? And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are slightly moving down. We have the dollar slightly up. We have volume in crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then we have the Fed. Repo at 1.1 trillion. You heard that correct, guys. It's coming on down. Janet Yellen is bringing it on down, guys. And then we have MasterCard successfully wraps up CBD pilot. And if you notice, guys, just about every time I'm talking about the central banks or these big banks, they're wrapping up pilots. They're ready to flip the switch. Now, this CBDC pilot was with Reserve Bank of Australia. And they moved CBDCs across multiple blockchains. And guys, with all these distractions, we know the NWO builds. And I want y'all to understand one thing. And it's something that you really don't think about. It's all the technology that they have behind the curtain. So don't fall for illusions, because there will be a great deception. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $21.5 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have China opens industrial park for Digital Yuan CBDC development in Shenzhen. And developers will be working on payment solutions, smart contracts, hard wallets, and promotion for Digital Yuan. And we know promotion means dangle that carrot. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Coinbase sounds the alarm on the IRS crypto tax proposal. And we know that's nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. We know the alphabet boys won't even have to exist anymore because of blockchain. And then, guys, we have Uniswap launches Android wallet beta for Google Play. And I told you in 2025, they'll be flipping the switch in the United States. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have CoinDesk says that Flare Network will burn 2.1 billion Flare tokens. And we know that's going to cause a slight pump and dump. And they still have a lot of tokens that are not even in circulation yet. But we have Ripple CTO slams Charles Hoskinson over SEC Ethereum favoritism. And guys, we know that is all a movie. Don't put your energy in it. We know Gary Gensler's job is to kick the regulation can down the road. We know JP Morgan has his hands all over Ethereum. And when we look at Ripple, It has all the NWO agendas written all over it. Remember what Brad Garlinghouse stated? He's there to help the banks. And we know where David Schwartz used to work. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, guys, today is Friday the 13th. Don't forget a solar eclipse this weekend. And we have Gary Gensler has to make a decision on Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF by midnight. And yes, that sounds like a good drama. But we know if we don't get a spot Bitcoin ETF in the next 30 days, we're definitely going to get one first quarter of next year. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.